You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
In a world filled with cigars, craft beer, comics, movies, and video games,
only two men are brave enough to search out all things nerdy.
It's the Cigar Nerds Podcast!
And welcome to Cigar Nerds Podcast. I'm your host, Smokin' Joe.
And I'm Brad Jackson.
He's back!
Alive and in the flesh.
I didn't have to talk to a skeleton this week.
However, would you make it without me?
Yeah, because Amanda doesn't want to watch half the shit I watch, so that I end up talking to myself because there's no one to fill in that week.
Well, if you wanted to do Beast Wars, I got that watched, and mainly there was one TV in the house we were staying in, and that's what was on, and I was like, "Yep,
yeah." I finished
nothing better to do.
Finished Fallout, and I've been meaning to start Wonder Man. There's like that new Marvel series, but I've yet to sit down and start Wonder Man. That I've been going back and trying to watch all the Scream movies so I can finally watch Scream 7 because I'm like 3 movies behind. I think 4 was the last one I watched. So I was like, there's a new Scream out, but I'll have no clue what's going on if I go to see it.
Well, I'm caught up, but it's been so long since I've seen the older ones that I absolutely could use a refresher.
Yeah, I started with the first one last night, so maybe by the end of the week I'll be caught up and I can go see Scream 7 next weekend. Well, I'm smoking the new edition of the Flathead Speed Shop Habano. This one has an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over Mexican San Andreas binder and a filler blend of Nicaraguan and Dominican tobaccos.
I mean, all of those sound like a recipe for a great tasting cigar.
Yeah, I like the regular, the OG Flathead 660, and this is where that one's full. This one's definitely more of a medium. It's a little lighter than the normal Flatheads, but it's a little more peppery. So it kind of balances it out. So yeah, we'll see how the Speed Shop goes. This might be a good one for if you're gonna have more than one cigar. That the regular Red Label Flathead might be a little strong if you're going to smoke multiples in a session. But this one might not be a good one to get you started so you don't burn yourself out if you're going to have a couple cigars in a night.
Or, like we sometimes do, and have 5 or 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on, this is like, well, it's number 2 for today, and then I have a third one for when I finish, because I have to have... Here's the behind-the-scenes secret. You got to have 2 cigars. I got to have one to record with and one to, edit with after everyone leaves.
You know what? You should pop you a Zen in as you smoke your cigar.
Oh, fuck. That'd be an experiment for later.
Let me know how that goes.
This week, we're going to be talking about what I can only describe as the weirdest movie I've ever seen. Good luck, have fun, don't die, or is it have fun, good luck, don't die? I don't know, I always get the names confused. But if you gotta fight a time-traveling AI, you should call in the Strike Force, strikeforceenergy.com. Use your promo code Cigar Nerds for 20% off your order. Get all hopped up on caffeine if you're not double fisting Zens.
Like, my chest hurts just thinking about
Yeah, this is the last episode because I'm going to have a heart attack if I try that experiment.
You're going to be fine. Promise.
Not everyone's going to survive the night.
I'll push the button.
Yeah, we'll just fucking reset it. All right, well, with that, we're going to get right on to the main show.
There's some shit that's about to come down that I can't prepare you for. It's gonna try to give you everything you ever wanted. But in the end, it will all be a lie. Are any of you even listening to me?
I traveled here today to tell you that things do not go well for you in the future.
But tonight we got a shot. There is a perfect configuration of people in this diner that can save humanity.
What happens if we fail?
I
I really don't like to say it out loud. It's kind of a morale killer. Somewhere inside of you, you know the way things are, the way we're heading, the way people are with each other. You know the world's going to shit.
And welcome back. It's time for some weird shit. Yeah, definitely titling this episode The Weirdest Movie I Ever Seen. And before that, it was Everything Everywhere All at Once. I kind of got that same feeling from this, where it's just like half the movie I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's one of those, we might have been wanting to see Anaconda. We saw the trailer for this, and I'm like, that looks fun. That looks weird enough, I gotta try it out. And then, like, we tried it out, and there's like, the fuck are we watching through half in this movie?
I mean,
it was good. It's one of those things, like, you gotta watch the whole thing before it's like, alright, yeah, that was pretty good. But it's like, almost like, I gotta watch that again because I'm fucking confused.
Surprisingly, I think I kept up with this movie pretty well. A lot of times when you have that loop effect, or, but I was, of course, it would be after the events. I would be like, oh, we flash back. Okay, now
Yeah.
we flash forward a little bit, and oh, we're just watching the event that led up to this thing that we just saw.
Yeah, because this, directed by Gore Verbinski. You may recognize that name. He's kind of famous. He made like a buttload of Pirates of the Caribbean movies and other stuff.
Well, I like the fact too. Like we haven't seen a movie from him in a while, and I was listening to some other people talk about the movie, and him as a director and everything else, and they were like, Hollywood oftentimes wants to be like, oh, you're really good at superheroes, so
Yeah,
you do superhero movies. Oh, whereas him, it's like, no, I want to be quirky. I want to do my own shit, and don't try to put me in a box.
Yeah, because for a very long time there, he was making those like big budget Disney movies. All the Pirates of the Caribbeans, and it's like not used to seeing him doing something kind of like a small experimental artsy deal.
I mean, I think this movie was made on what, like a $10 million budget or something to that effect. Like, but I mean, to me, it
almost right, $20 million budget, which is kind of low for
like, I mean,
the movies he's made. He's used to making $100 million movies, so
I would definitely put this like, this is one of those, like, for at least for me, and granted, I have a busy life, and, as much as I try to stay on top of movies and everything else, like, there's stuff that slipped through the crack, but you're like, hey, I'm going, Monday to see this thing, and by Friday, I'm like, I guess I'm driving an hour away to watch this thing.
Yeah, it did not do too well box office-wise, but I think this is going to be one of those that, like, people find once it hits, like, streaming.
I have a feeling that this is... Folks are going to sleep on this, and 5 years from now, people are going to be like, what the fuck? Like, this was...
Yeah, it's one of those that it's like, from the trailer, you're like, I don't know what this is, but, like, once you see it, you're like, alright, this is in the time of remakes and reboots, it's nice to see an original idea. And, I wish it had stuck around longer.
It absolutely, and my take, applies to the times.
Yeah, I think when this hits like Netflix, Amazon, whatever streaming, it's probably going to get like a second life in the streaming market.
All the Gen Z folks will be like, "Oh, this is a boomer film," and it'll be like,
all the brainwashed TikTokers be like, "We can't see that movie." They make fun of brainwashed TikTokers.
I mean, it's one of those that. And
in this case, literally brainwashed TikTokers.
I mean, it's just, legit just doom. But,
legit doom scrolling.
As somebody that just raised, high schoolers into early 20-something, like, I'm like, yeah, looking at you when I'm watching this.
Yeah. If you kids turn into cell phone zombies, we're gonna like just start kicking people in the face. And I don't know a lot about Gore Verbinski outside of his movies, but I've got new respect for the man because I was trying to find some stuff. I came across a tweet that Sam Rockwell had posted. He's like, the best part of doing night shoots with Gore is that he breaks out the cigars, and he's posted this picture of him behind like the line of monitors just blazing a fat stogie while they're filming a scene. I'm like, all right, that's a cool dude right there.
I mean, I figured this checked all of your boxes, dude. You had everything from zombies to creepy kids to creepy dolls to, you know, AI trying to
weird
take over
dudes
the world
and fucking masks with AKs.
Like, you know, that's all your tropes in one film, dude.
Yeah. And I gotta say, before we even get into the plot, I like Sam Rockwell as an actor, but Sam Rockwell playing an unhinged character is always the best version of Sam. He plays like a unhinged dude where it's like, I don't know if this guy's legit or if he's just batshit crazy. That's like the perfect character for him. He's almost like an animated character. Like when he's like a walking cartoon.
Well, I mean, that was the thing, man. Like there was so much. I don't know. Like when this film started off, like I wasn't really sure. You know, like you and I think saw the trailer originally about the same time, and it was like, you know what? That looks fucked. We probably absolutely should see that. And of course, it had fallen off my radar, and then, you know, it ended up back on yours. Like, hey, dude, that thing we talked about's finally out. Let's go see it. And
that was like the other one that I wanted to see that we saw the trailer for was that Cold Storage, like the zombie alien movie with the guy from Stranger Things. That came out the same weekend, but it was like limited release. There was like no theaters around here playing it, so I was like, damn it, I still want to see that, but I guess I'm gonna have to wait till it hits video, because there was like no local theaters playing that on opening weekend, so it must have been a limited release. And usually if it's limited release, it's going to come to streaming pretty quickly, so hopefully that'll be pop up on Prime or something in the next month or two.
But the screenplay and everything else of this, like, it far exceeded my expectations.
So yeah,
I guess maybe it's because I'm old and I'm like,
damn.
Yeah,
the AI is going to destroy us all.
This is how I see the world going.
Yeah,
but it wasn't really.
It's not going to be Terminators. It's going to be creepy kids with controlling your brains with cell phones. And drones.
I don't know. Hard for me to finish that thought without going into spoilers, but you know, I guess we let the folks know, hey, spoilers ahead if that wasn't already expected, and
now we begin.
Yes.
This movie starts off, it just throws you right into like the weird, because it starts off with Sam Rockwell's character popping into like an LA diner at like 10 o'clock, and there's just the most Hollywood extras, random collection of like people in there, and he looks like some kind of homeless guy with a bunch of fucking tech glued on him, and he's like, "I'm from the future," and there's something who's going to destroy the humanity, like kicking off in like the next couple hours, and there's in this diner there's the right combination of people to stop the apocalypse. But I've done this 117 times, and I haven't found the right combination of people yet. So who's going to come with me and, you know, save the world? Who's going to be a hero? And everyone's just like, fucking crazy-ass motherfucker. Yeah. And then he starts, like, you know, telling people things that, you know, he should not know, like, proving that he's like the one guy goes raising, he's like, no, anyone in this bar except for you. You've gone with me 6 times. You have bad knees, Carl. You are a hindrance to this mission. No, sit the fuck down. And you're like, some lady's like, you're like, you know,
the love of my life.
Yeah, but you fucking betray me every single time. So no, you're not coming either. And like, just This guy just knows everybody in the restaurant because he's like, I've been trying this 117 times.
But I mean, dude, I'm the type of person, I get annoyed if I have to repeat something like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, yes.
117, best believe my batshit meter is through the roof.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me, there's another movie that came out that I never saw but is in theaters. I need to track down, but it's basically the short version, Groundhog's Day, because it also takes place in a diner like this with a serial killer, and the serial killer keeps repeating the loop. So he goes in this bar, and kills everybody, and then he just keeps walking back into the same diner over and over, trying to figure out how to get out of this fucking loop. But it's like a serial killer just goes in to like kill a bunch of people in a restaurant and just gets stuck in some weird time loop.
Realistically, if a movie starts out in a diner, you're in for a ride.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
A couple of the Dirty Harry movies. Yeah, anything that starts off in a diner, shit's gonna go either go bad or really good, depending on whose movie it is. Fuck, now you say, yeah, there's so many goddamn movies that start in a diner. Like, I did not
and I kind of feel like
think
it's
about that.
A little bit of a dying trend. Like,
yeah. We're just going to have some coffee and then shit's going to happen. Or we're going to be in the diner at the end of the movie, like, all just fucked up because we've been through, like, the craziest night of our lives. And it's like, it's now sun's coming up. Let's get some let's get some patty melts and some coffee.
It's the cure the hangover, Look, this will take the pain away.
Our season 1 of Reacher, how many times did he go in that diner trying to get a slice of pie? And it's like, fucking, he kept getting arrested or bad guys tried to kill him. And then, like, when he finally gets to the pie, he's like, the pie wasn't that good. It sucks. I've been trying all week to get this fucking pie, and it's not good.
That's like, us going to the Metro Diner and shit late at night during Dragon Con, and you just see that, fucking case of, they always got cakes and pies, and they always look immaculate, and
yeah.
I've yet to ever get a slice.
I did a slice of, I forgot what it was now, there was another diner in Duluth when we went to Con Possible the other weekend, and I was like, I'm getting a slice of pie of a cake before I leave, and so, like, at midnight when I'm drunk, this is gonna be amazing, and it was.
Yeah, people didn't show up to try to kill you or anything.
No, stumble back to the room, drunk in the night. I'm like, oh yeah, there's cake in the fridge.
Get all that sugar in your system. Yeah. Fuck, I'm drunk again.
Exactly.
But you know what? You can't have a hangover if you just stay drunk.
That's the secret to all your conventions. Oh, but yeah. He picks or forces his team of volunteers.
I mean, he didn't really force.
There was a couple that joined. Susan volunteered, but then he had how was it? Fucking the Michael Pena and Zazie Beetz, Janet and Scott, or Janet and Mark. And
I mean, that was the other thing about teachers. This. Like, this film actually had a pretty big cast.
Yeah, I mean, bunch of Marvel people, and then you had the one lady that joined the team. I think it might have been Marie or something. I can't remember. And then he's like, I think we need one more. And then the one emo, looked like a Disney princess that had a bad night. He's like, no, not you. You. I've seen that look. You're fucking suicidal. No, you're not coming with us. And then the Cholula fell off the table and spun around and pointed right at her. And he's like, that's never happened before. All right, you're in. Join up, princess. We're going on an adventure. And then the fucking Boy Scout troop leader, just leave the kids. I'll come with you. And he's like, the cops around. He's like, all right, yeah, there's only so many ways out of here. We go out the front door, we all die. We go out the back door, we also probably all die. And Tim's here. He's like, none of us aren't. Tim's got a gun. How did you know I had a gun? Dude, of course you had a gun. You were definitely going to try to kill me. but this is your chance to be the hero and like be a distraction so the rest of us can leave. And gets them all fired up, and he like runs out and just immediately gets killed. And you're like, well, that didn't give us enough of a distraction. How the fuck are we gonna get out of here?
But I love the fact that, they go through the different scenarios of, and oh yeah, and the side that's even worse. And if we make it through the diner, then we got the homeless guy on the roof.
Yeah.
With a knife.
Yeah, he puts out this crazy drawing. They're like, what the fuck is that? It's like, it's a map. I was like, shit, fuck you, make your own map then. We gotta go here, cross the roof here, look out for the homeless guy with the knife. Do not wake him. It reminded me like old school video game logic, where back when you didn't have save points, and you just had to kind of like remember the pattern of the game, because every time you went back through, you made it a little bit farther, and like, all right, I got to jump here, do this, grab this thing. It's like,
and then you'd be like, oh, this screen passed me. There's this thing that's instantly going to kill me.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, there's health packs. We're about to have a boss battle. Oh, and then like between the main cast's adventures, we start getting flashbacks of like basically the day or two before, of all the people that he was joined, or at least all the people that mattered, because there was a few people in that original group that were just there for cannon fodder. But the characters that actually had some kind of impact on the story.
They played a very pivotal role in allowing the other group to succeed, okay?
Yeah. The
Except for that
sacrificial
one
lamb.
guy. He didn't help at all.
No. But yeah, so like the important characters, we all got a little bit of a backstory of how they ended up in the diner. Starting with Mark and Janet, who are, well, one of them's a high school teacher, and the other one's like a substitute teacher who's also her husband. And that was the one that was like, when they start going through that one, I'm like, yep, kids and their fucking cell phones.
Yeah, and the teachers are like, so what are we supposed to do? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, man, like, I mean, granted, like, I don't know. A lot of time's passed, more than 20 years since I was last in high school, but...
Yeah, we used to, like, phones get taken away until like the end of the semester if you got caught with any kind of electronic device. But now it's like, all right, kids, turn to page 37 on your electronic device.
Let me send you home with a phone. You don't have one? Great. Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Now make sure this is only for school. Okay.
No downloading porn. Unless you're one of the students that's banging the teacher. Because apparently there's a lot of that going on lately.
Is it? So,
statistically, no, because there's like thousands and thousands of teachers, and we get like 3 or 4 a year that gets caught banging their students. So statistically, it's low, but it seems like it's reported a lot more than it was in the past.
Is it happening more, or is it just information is more easily accessible and able to spread now?
Yes. Has there always been this many stupid people in the world, or just we're now seeing more stupid people because the internet shows us the stupid people?
I mean, science would say that the birth rates and everything else are, way down.
Maybe we need a little chlorine in the gene pool.
I mean, hey, we're part of that statistic, right? Like, neither one of us have biological kids of our own, right? It's like, no, this place is a shithole.
that we know of.
I would say that. Now we're both... Oh, look. You say that. Instantly, my phone starts dinging.
Why is there a paternity suit?
Well, I've been with the same person for, damn near 20 years now, so...
Yeah, if you got a kid out there, that fucker's like, 30. So you're probably safe.
Are we, though? Are we just in a different loop?
Somewhere there's a bearded angry kid out there that...
Still cursing his father. I have no hair!
Oh. But yeah, the their story where he's like, all the kids are just on their cell phones, not like, what are we supposed to do about that? They're like, just ignore them. Don't interfere. There's more of them than there are of us. Except for the one crazy science teacher who's like, I've been working on this device. It looks like a fucking ray gun from the gas station,
dude.
It's an EMP gun.
I absolutely got Mars Attacks vibes.
Yeah. So yeah, this fucking crazy science teacher made him a little fucking EMP gun to like shut off the cell phones, which I think is a legit. I saw a thing, and it could have been a stupid AI ad, but it was like. It was a device for people. It was like, if you're like out in public and some motherfucker's playing like a Bluetooth speaker and you don't want to hear somebody's music, it was literally like a remote control where you could just basically turn off other people's Bluetooth speakers. It was like a little portable Bluetooth jammer.
You jam that, but then the wireless butt plug activates. Shit! Cross frequencies.
That's always fun. You put like connect to nearby Bluetooth devices and it's like, Gene's butt plug. What? Let me log into this real quick and crank that thing to high and see who wiggles. It's him.
Good times. Good times.
Oh, but speaking of Bluetooth, that was one of the, because Home Depot always has the wild ass animatronics for Halloween. I think this year I saw it was a full band of skeletons, and they were Bluetooth compatible, so you can make the band play whatever song you wanted them to play. I was like, I mean, they had a couple pre-programmed songs, but they was also Bluetooth compatible. I'm like, all right, that's pretty fucking cool. I kind of want that.
It's just crazy to me. Like, I remember like the 12-foot skeleton. That motherfucker was like $600 or some shit.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
I'm like, that's just gonna stay up year round. It's
yeah,
it's gonna be a leprechaun. It's gonna be Santa Claus. It's gonna be
there's
Easter bunny.
There's a guy between here and Blue Ridge, when I used to drive over there occasionally, has one of those 12-foot skeletons, and it's hooked to like basically screwed to a tree in his yard, and he redresses it for each holiday, so he doesn't have to. So you drive by there one, and it's dressed up like a leprechaun. It was dressed up as Santa Claus during Christmas. He just kind of changes the holiday.
I knew my idea had been taken. Damn it.
But yeah, dude touches one of the kids' cell phones because he's like, they were just doom scrolling. It got kind of hypnotic, and I just reached out and touched it, and they all like put up like the iRobot triangle of death, and like suddenly all the kids started...
You know what it was? It was the Pink Floyd prism from Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah, it was.
Or if you really want to go down the rabbit hole, think about all the
Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
And do you remember that episode of Cowboy Bebop where there was the cult that made you want to give up your body and download your brain into the computers? It reminded me of a lot of that storyline in Cowboy Bebop.
I didn't even put that together, but yeah, you're right.
Especially because even when they get to the AI, it looked like when they get to like the guy who's been, and it's just like a pile of wires and TVs that are that's the preacher guy that's convincing everybody to become virtual is actually just a fucking AI creation. He's not even real. He was some paralyzed dude that was just connected to the internet and got bored and wanted friends and invented this is
the only way
cult.
So when Tinder fails, just know.
Time to join the AI cult. Oh. Yeah, but like the zombie version of kids on cell phones is chasing everybody. I'm like, yep, this is how it's going to end. It's not going to be Terminators. It's going to be teenagers with cell phones. And then we get Susan's weird ass backstory where it's like her kid dies in a school shooting, and like when the moms that come in there, like the other moms is like, they're all like, oh, this is just like, oh, is it your first time? And I'm like, first time? What the fuck? And like, oh, don't worry, just go to this address.
Yeah, we
tomorrow.
lost little Johnny, 7 times already.
Yeah, and she goes to like this. It's like a secret government program who's basically cloning people, and it's like, yeah, just basically your first one's free. If you want to pay more, You can get the one who's like closest to your child, but if you don't want to pay as much, we give it to you for free, but you got to deal with pop-up ads. Like pop-up ads? Yeah, like occasionally he'll do an ad for a thing, but it's he does it in his own voice. And for him it was like some kind of fucking like sports drink or something that he kept like, "Hey mom, can we get so and so? It's healthy. It's got less calories than blah 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 blah, and it's full of electrolytes." It's like the fucker just kept doing like pop-up ads.
Or just be in the middle of something and be like, "Oh, sports. Got to go do sports."
Yeah. Cuz like fucking he's like, the guy's like, yeah, she's like all traumatized. She's like, "Well, we got to design his personality, like, you know, click these boxes.
Here's all these things, but you're better off just choosing one."
Why is unhinged one of the options? Oh, that's usually for the school shooters. We clone them too, but we try to like, you know, make sure they don't kill again. It works most of the time. It's like, what the fuck?
So much satire.
Yeah, I think it was like, that was the part of it when I was well, the cell phone zombies. I just kept looking at Amanda, going, "This is you. You doom scroll like this. Are you a zombie?" But yeah, when we got to like the weird school, and then the other guy's like, "Hey, like the clones are bullshit. There's another company. Call these people. They basically send you. They haven't gotten to the point of making bodies yet, but the AI is like really good. So this one will actually sound like your child." So she gets like a little hard drive thing that she can hear her son, and it's like she's creeped out by the clone version, but the fucking AI chatbot version of her son is like, "No, he's alive." So that's how we find out Susan like knew how to get out, because she's like, "Well, what about the trap door in the office that gets us out into the sewers?" He's like, "I've been here 117 times. What freaking door?" She's like, "You've been here 117 times. You never checked the office for the trap door?" And he's kept like, "How do you know these things?" And like you find out later that her AI son is like directing her to, she's like, "So you need to be in this. You need to go with this guy because he's gonna be able to get me a body." So like that was her kind of motivation to join the quest.
It was an interesting take over, we always think, oh, AI is just going to bring doom and destruction, and literally this AI was just, nope, we're going to eliminate all pain from human existence, and everybody's going to live in bliss, and
then basically he's like, yeah, the AI takes over and 50% of the population dies. And this goes, but yeah, because he makes his version of the Matrix like too good. So everyone becomes like immediately addicted to the VR and doesn't want to like go into the real world. So basically they just stay plugged into the Matrix until they starve to death.
It's almost like Ready Player One.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much everyone's just like plugged in and like just gonna just chill in the Matrix until they their body gives out, because they don't remember to eat or do any of the things. Have fun, or good luck, have fun, don't die.
I mean, it is such a great tagline.
And in the real world, when they're running through the building trying to, you got the one like weird Uber guy that's like, "We should totally leave this guy." He's like, he may actually like, fucking, it's like, we're all gonna die if we don't. Like, fucking, let's just go. Like no one wants to listen to that dude. But yeah, they're getting randomly chased by. We make it past the homeless man with the knife.
Barely though.
Barely. And then they run into these two guys in like weird pig masks with machine guns.
Yeah, that was straight out of Saw.
But then the homeless knife guy shows up and like shanks the one dude, and the one lady who's like the second after the fucking Boy Scout guy just wanders out and like, there's the guy with the gun, and she just looks back at the group. "I just wanted pie," and then just like, it just gets like lit up. And when the guys get out of their car and it pops into neutral and starts rolling, I'm like, that's gonna play a part in this. And like, sure enough, they all run from the guy and finally like jump off and land in a dumpster, and here comes the car and just like squishes the dude. But then the other guy shows up and he's like, "Did you kill my friend?" He's like, let me ask you a question. Did you put your Malibu in park? Did you have a Malibu-boo? the Malibu line. I was like, that's fucking funny as shit.
As somebody that has driven a Malibu, that was a missed moment.
The Malibu-boo. Next time my car breaks down, I'm going to use that.
Oh, fuck, you got a Malibu.
Yeah. I had a Malibu-boo this weekend. I had to put a fucking new radiator in the car because I had a slow-ass leak.
I'm going to bring you presents.
Malibu-boo Barbie.
No, your wife will turn it into some creepy unhinged thing. No. You'll have nightmares.
Yeah, true enough. No, the thing that shows up later in the movie is the thing I'm going to have nightmares about. We'll get there.
Pie?
No, the centaur. Oh. And we get one more, like, flash. Well, we technically get two, because, like, finally Future Guy gives us a flashback of him as a kid in the future. But Ingrid, who, the unhinged Disney princess, we finally figure out what happened to her. And she born allergic to Wi-Fi. So any kind of technology, like, gives her nosebleeds and headaches.
So I want to stop you right there. Any major event, catastrophic, anything else, if somebody approaches you and they're susceptible to nosebleeds, that's the person you go with. Fucking Stranger Things, this movie, like, nosebleeds and, you know...
Or they've got really good cocaine.
Which...
Cokehead or psychic? Could go either way.
Psychic.
Oh, I saw, because I haven't watched... Fuck, I don't even have cable. I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in forever. But there was... Finn Wolfhard hosted Saturday Night Live, and they did a skit of, like, the Stranger Things guys, like, grown up. So it was, like, in the early 90s or whatever, and they're, like, in New York, and they're all, like, at a diner having lunch and stuff, and all of a sudden, not Will, Finn Wolfhard's character, Mike, starts getting a nosebleed, and the other guy's like, dude, are you psychic now? No, I'm just on a lot of cocaine. So, yeah.
It's a hell of a drug, apparently.
That's what I hear. I keep blowing up all the boats, so I guess it's probably less fentanyl in it now, because I keep killing all the drug lords.
Well, fuck. That was the legit avenues of clean cocaine, so now you're just getting, you know, fucking...
That's going to be the new movie. We wondered what the sequel to Cocaine Bear was going to be. It's going to be one of these drug boats get blown up in the ocean. We have Cocaine Shark. That's going to be the next movie. If it's not already in production, I fucking call that shit's going to happen.
They get sucked up in a tornado.
Cocaine Sharknado. Oh, God.
I wish my video production skills were better. I would.
We got to start learning how to use some of those AI programs and make a trailer for Cocaine Sharknado.
Dude, in the last 3 months, I've been training AI.
I've played around with some of the AI music apps, but I've not done any of the video.
Well,
stuff.
I mean, more from a productivity and workflow standpoint. But I'm like, there's shit that was taking me 2 hours to do manually that I could just fucking chat GBT, bloop, 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 bloop. And I was like, oh yeah, would you like that PDF in a government submittal package? And yada, yada, yada. Yes. Okay. 45 seconds later, here you go.
Yeah, I mean...
Fucking skim through it like... Alright, fuck it, we're done.
Yeah, I guarantee that's why I got laid off, was they figured out some AI to, like, fucking work those files that I was working.
Well, like, I keep seeing, like, people, like, man, I'm just throwing 1,000 resumes out left and right, and I'm not getting any call back, and they'll be like, alright, let me feed my resume through this AI here, and be like, oh yeah, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, we start getting, like, fucking AI's, like, putting some kind of, like, embedded code, be like, hey, hey guy, I know you.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we've got a copy of your resume there, John. Looks pretty impressive. You start today.
Yeah, that's why I had to go back to carrying a gun. AI hasn't figured out how to carry a gun yet. Yet.
It's just going to reprogram.
As soon as RoboCop becomes a thing, then I'm back out of a job.
No, you're just going to make sure to shoot that guy in the dick.
But yeah, Ingrid allergic to the internet. That's why she's dressed as a Disney princess, because the only job she can find where there is no internet is working with little kids. So she's a non-copyright infringing princess at child's parties. I like how like her story like progresses. Like most of them, it's like a day or two before the events. Hers jumps back like 6 months, and you see the progression of at first there's like no little kids with cell phones, so she doesn't get sick. And as time goes on, there's like more and more kids fucking with cell phones to the point where she can't even do that job anymore because like all the little kids have their fucking cell phones at the parties.
Yeah, I don't know. Which I wasn't that parent. I was like, you want a fucking phone? Then you figure out how to get money and you get a phone. But, you know, I'm not just willy-nilly handing you this thing.
Yeah. And she finds a hippie-ass boyfriend who's also like, I don't believe in technology either. And he's like, oh, it's a perfect match. And then he gets the random sampler pack of the fucking evil version of MetaQuest. And he's like, I'm just going to try this. Everybody's talking about it. I want to see what it's like. Don't worry. I'll just do it for a little bit while you're at work in this room over here and not mess with you. And then he like goes like immediately addicted to the the fucking the VR. And just sits there for like days on end. And then finally she comes home. He's like, oh, hey, I made dinner and everything. Oh, by the way, I'm leaving you. I'm joining this cult. I'm going to go live in the VR and not live in the real world. You can sell all my things. I don't need them where I'm going. I'm just going to like download my consciousness into the Matrix and give up my body. Bye. Good luck. Have fun. Don't die. She's like, what? He's like, oh, nothing. That's just something we say in the VR world. Like, okay.
That's how we should wrap up every episode.
Yeah.
Have fun. Good luck. Don't die.
But yeah, they finally eventually get to a house. They're like, the kid who invents the AI is right across the street. They're like, well, why don't we go take him out? He's like, because I've never made it past this point. Every time I make it to this point, something shows up and kills us all. Whether it's fucking Navy SEALs, terrorists, fucking bears, wolves, whatever. It's something different every time. So y'all will take it a little seriously and like split up and like arm yourselves and prepare because something bad is about to happen. And they're like, well, why does it have to be something bad? If it's something different every time, why can't it be like a cat or kittens or what about a scimitar and that shoots glitter? And then what about just a single pug? And he's like, stop tempting the fucking fate. Something bad is going to show up. It's like Ghostbusters, you know, whatever you think of will appear and destroy us. It's fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And then like the zombie teenagers that was chasing the teachers show up and he's like, I knew it. Fucking teenagers. That's the first time that's happened.
But then we get another thing that shows up.
And this is where I got accused of being autistic, because while their cool gear up montage where they're finding anything they can use as armor and weapons.
At this point,
house,
it just turned into a role playing game.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you're my warlock. You're the mage. Oh yeah.
So as they're all searching the house, freaking Sam Rockwell's character finds a cigar laying on the shelf. He's like, ooh, and like fires it up. I'm like, oh shit, Amazon Basin. And Amanda's like, that was on screen for like 2 seconds. How the fuck did you know what cigar that was? I'm like, she's like, you autistic motherfucker. I'm like, hey, don't doubt my gun or cigar knowledge. But in my defense, Amazon Basin has that braided fucking band. That's the only cigar that has that band. So I'm like, I saw the band. I'm like, oh, it's Amazon Basin. Nice choice.
Smoking quality.
And then it makes sense after I saw that tweet later on about, anytime we're doing a night shoot, Gore breaks out the cigars. I'm like, so you got somebody in charge who actually knows cigars. So it's not just some random gas station cigar from the prop department. He's like, nah, we're going to smoke some legit shit in my movie. That's like the, was it the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Like, I'm pretty sure he's smoking like a Opus, or he's smoking some cigar that like was not around during World War II, but I'm like, it still had the band on it. I'm like, I know exactly what that cigar is, but yeah, I'm not sure that was around in like 42. But fuck it, it's cool.
Is that merchandising intentionally?
It should be. It's like Stallone, like fucking just about all his movies. He's like, even if he doesn't have the band, like one of his favorite cigars is an Opus. So it's like it's usually some kind of. I saw an interview with him. He's like, it's either Opus or I forgot what the other cigar it was, but it was some kind of Cuban cigar that was a little lighter. He's like, if I'm going to smoke a lot of cigars or it's early in the day, we're smoking this cigar. If it's the evening, yeah, I'm fucking Barney Ross is smoking an Opus.
That's fucking awesome.
Yep, it's like I'm pretty sure like whatever Arnold and Stallone at this point, it's like for writing a movie, we're putting cigar scenes in so I have an excuse to hang out and smoke cigars with my friends. Or what's his name? From Hellboy. The good Hellboy.
Yes. I'm just going to say yes.
From Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, that guy is like, oh, he has to have a cigar in his movies as well.
God, that name was on the tip of my tongue and I just completely bricked.
Yeah, he's been in everything. I like him and stuff, but... Oh, speaking of which, you weren't here when we were talking about it. Remember the original Highlander and the Kurgan, how insane that dude is. In the Henry Cavill reboot, have you heard who they're cast as the Kurgan?
No.
Dave Bautista. He is the least unhinged dude that, like, he's always, like, just super serious. Like, I don't know, is this Kurgan going to be a little more mellow than the OG Kurgan? Because I don't see Dave Bautista playing a complete psychopath.
I mean, but then again, like, we've been shown time and time again that, you know, former WWE guys have a lot of, you know, range and other shit. So just because I got cast, you know, this way or...
Maybe he'll finally show that he can act. I like him in things, but he just plays Dave Bautista in, like, every movie. He's very, like, there's no emotional range with that guy. He is very much a...
Well, I mean, realistically, I feel the same way about Rock. Like, if The Rock is in a film, like, I'm like, okay.
He's going to play The Rock.
He's going to play The Rock. Like, you know, like...
John Cena's the only one that, like, he's got a lot of range. Like, I like him way better now that he's stopped trying to be, like, a legit action guy when he's taking the more comedic roles. Because he's a way better comedic actor than he is, like, being a serious action dude like The Rock. I mean, he does action stuff, but if it's always better if it's a little bit more of a action comedy than a straight up action movie.
Then again, it could be the box that the director's putting you in.
Yeah, true enough. It couldn't be his fault. It could just be the script. Because that, whatever, Army of the Dead was just... It looked cool, but yeah, Batista was, like, just stoned in that movie. I like that new one he did with Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
that turned out pretty good.
That was a great fucking movie.
But yeah, but still, he tends to play like a serious character most of the time. So I kind of want to see him be a complete fucking psychopath. That if he plays the Kurgan like the OG Kurgan. Anyway, we sidetracked back to this fucking time loop of a movie.
Button.
Yeah, Button. We're going back. Oh
man, if we would have planned far enough ahead, like we could have just recorded like 30-second loops. And
yes, just keep fucking putting this shit on repeat. But they actually make, you know, the teachers have their EMP guns and like sacrifice themselves to let everybody get through. So then, you know, Ingrid, I just call him Sam Rockwell. I don't think we ever got like a name on the dude. He's just the man he's listed in the cast as the man from the future. So I don't even know if we ever found out his like real name. And then the whatever him, her, and Susan all actually make it to the final boss battle. And yeah, you get into this house and it looks all normal and shit, and they find out like underneath there's this whole lab area where he's like just sitting, little bald kid typing into a computer on a giant pile.
Well,
of
even before that, like
wires
I
and
like
shit.
the fact that they walk in and like, oh, you're looking for our son, blah blah blah, and he's like, this is a setup. All of this shit is fake. Starts knocking holes in the drywall and shit.
It pulls a gun
like,
on him, and they're like,
"Oh, we were paid."
they stab the Uber driver with the fucking meat thermometer.
Hey, 98.6, no fever. All right.
You don't have the vid.
Yeah.
But now you're dead.
That's what they were talking about when they said get the jab.
Oh, yeah. But when they get in there, they're like, this kid's not real. He's got the tattoo that all the clone kids have. So, like, AI is actually building itself. And when they actually stopped and talked to the dudes that had been trying to kill him, they're like, yeah, somebody just paid us, like, $50,000 to, like, kill some random people. We're going to take that movie to go to Japan and see the Japanese anime con. And then he gets run over by the Uber driver. But yeah, so it's like when they get in there and they try to... I laughed out loud when he punches the fucking kid in the face. They go up there trying to like disconnect the kid from the major... He's like, hey man, wake up. Can you hear me? Can you talk to me? And the kid just like, ah! He's like, ah! And just punches him in the face and knocks him out. He's like, I didn't realize you'd be so fucking creepy. I'm sorry. And then all the little wind-up toys start coming to life, and it's like, uh-oh, yep, this is some creepy shit.
Did you get Toy Story vibes from that? Or
Yeah.
Island of Misfit Toys?
A little bit of both, but yeah, that was... And the one that was like trying to pick up the knife and finally like stabs homeboy, but it was like, yeah, he was like struggling to get the knife, and they're just kind of like making fun. I'm like, oh, you can't pick up the knife, and it's like, he finally figures it out and like comes at him like, oh shit.
I have nightmares about just all the swirls of cables and shit.
Yeah, that was a IT guy's nightmare. Where does all these cables go? And there's like the wall of just different ports, and they're trying to figure out how to like plug the... He's like, I've got this thumb drive that has basically a program that will put safety rails on the AI so it can't destroy humanity. We can't stop the AI from being created, but we need to like program this like, you know, guardrails in so it actually benefits humanity instead of destroys us all. And that's when Susan's like, my dead son in this box says you give him the thing and he'll jack it in. But to back it up before we get into it, because I almost forgot.
Yes, we did the loop.
I almost forgot my nightmare fuel was when they escape the zombie teenagers. They start seeing all the things that they joked about on the couch, including a giant centaur with a cat head and a huge dick that spits glitter. I was like, the giant cat centaur with the glitter dicks. And the kid that goes to take a fucking selfie with the cat monster and then it eats them. I was like, yep, that's how it happens. People take a selfie with the monster, they're gonna get eaten. I laughed so hard at that, but yeah, when you just see like his fucking giant...
Like I'm waiting on Exploding Kittens to have something of that worked into their
just
card deck now.
Giant glitter dick flopping in the wind. I was like, what in the... I'm on not enough drugs for this movie. I'm far too sober for this. But did you... I called it about halfway through the movie that Ingrid was going to be his mom. Like, I'm like... Cause when he saved her in the dumpster, and like that's the only person he showed any kind of like responsibility for, I'm like, that's his fucking mom.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
There's something important there. But then you get
Also got Mario vibes from that, and it's like, oh, your princess is in another castle.
Yeah. So they upload the virus. They think everything's saved. The zombie kid that was programming the AI wakes up. It's like, oh, you're going to be my new son. And then,
I'm really disappointed that he was just sitting there, you know, chowing down on fucking Cheetos. Like, every nerd ever knows that should have been Funyuns.
I was going to say Funyuns. I mean, it's from that song, fucking was it, Code Monkey. He likes Funyuns and Mountain Dew.
Even Stephen Lynch worked that into, his fucking D&D song.
Yeah.
Like, those were the staples. Like, hell, even when we were watching Ninja Turtles religiously, you had pizza, you had Funyuns, you had Mountain Dew. That was it. Like,
yeah, and when flashback to his like earlier speech about AI, where it's like it's going to give you everything you want, it's going to distract you with the shiny things and make you think there's a happy ending when really it's going to destroy you and all this other shit. And Ingrid supposedly stops everything, and they get outside, and he starts looking around like, I always wanted to see the sun, and there's the sun. The people we thought died or didn't die, they were like hooking up in a car, and the AI clone son is now like fully normal again. And it's like, oh no, we
the
failed.
Boyfriend, I want to apologize to you.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, we're in the fucking Matrix. So like, we did not win. It's like they're distracting us with all the things. But then he comes up with that. He's like, don't worry, Ingrid, you are going to save the world, just not this world. I know what to do now. Bleep, hit the button, and then she's like, no, we didn't win. It's all fucked up, and like everyone thinks she's like crazy and throwing her in the ambulance. And then fucking Mark like, hey, is it snowing? He's like, I don't think that's snow. And then you see the fucking glitter dick behind him, and the cat just eats his ass. And then next, like, fucking homeboy, like, pops back into the diner, and instead of, like, doing his speech, he just walks straight to Ingrid, and he's like, you're coming to me. We're going to save the world. I know what we're going to do. And he, like, throws, like, the dead rat, and he's like, this thing? It's bullshit. We got to give everybody what you've got. And she's like, what? And he's like, don't worry. I'll explain it on the way. And the fucking Cholula goes to, like, fall off the table again. He just, like, reaches without even looking and grabs it and, like, pours it on the food. Like, damn, it's just pretty good. At least whole movie's just an ad for Cholula.
Yeah.
And he's like, you ready to go? And she's like, okay, whatever. And then he grabs up and gets back and says, hey, people, I'm the future. And they're in this bar. There's the right combination of people to save the world. Who's with me? So I'm like, they're just going to give everybody her. They're going to go create a plague. Give it to the rats, so the rats infect everybody, and then now everyone's allergic to the internet, and humanity's saved.
Yay! Saved by the bubonic plague.
And a nosebleed.
But here's a card.
Yeah, he had a dead rat, a card from the cloning place, and like the fucking AI chip that he's like, this is bullshit. He's like, I got a plan. So we're gonna infect a rat with your shit, and we're just gonna clone the fuck out of him and spread the plague so we can survive the future. And make everybody allergic to Wi-Fi. We might actually have to read and talk to people again. We're gonna have to do podcasts in person because we can't broadcast that shit anymore.
But I don't know, man. Like, it was a great mix of action and comedy and satire, and like when it gets dark, but then at the same time, it'll be like, oh, there's a little bit of comic relief here. Like, a lot more than I expected going into this.
Yeah. Because that was the whole thing, too. The reason why he was so protective of her, because he blamed himself for her death, because when we get his backstory, he was like, you should have just let me, like, try it on my own, but you held me away from the internet because of your sickness, and, like, I just grew up wanting to know what it was. So he snuck out of their bunker and found a fucking MetaQuest thing, but then he got the attention of a fucking drone, and the drone bombed his house and blew up his mother, so he had to go join the resistance, and blamed himself for her death. But yeah, it was one of them, like, whenever this comes out on video, since it's barely in theaters anymore, you have to watch it. Maybe take a little drugs or a couple drinks, but
probably some drinks with your drugs.
Yeah, 3/4 of the movie you're going to be sitting there going, what the fuck am I watching? But by the end of it, it all makes sense.
And I actually appreciated that, because there's a lot of times, where they just leave you like, okay, you infer your own ending to this story, whereas, that they kind of close the loop. But I wonder, like, does it take 13 more years and,
we get a good luck part 2?
Well, like, it's going to be like, good luck, ? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Are you dead yet?
Yeah. But yeah, the fucking...
But
little
I
pale
just...
ball kid screaming and getting punched in the face. I laughed so hard at that. And then the damn glitter dick cat was... And its neck is made out of other cats. Yes. It's like one giant cat head and then like a fucking giraffe neck of other cats to this like big-ass centaur body. And oh, yeah. And when we're like... They're giving us all the things we want. The one person shows up like, hey, look, I found a pug. And the pug's like, have fun, good luck, don't die. Or good luck, have fun, don't die. And it's like, fuck, the pug said the thing. We're definitely fucked. We're in the Matrix now, boys.
That totally wasn't taken from Men in Black.
It did look a lot like the Men in Black pug.
Frank, is that you? You still talking, buddy?
I want to see somebody... This is obscure enough that I don't know if anybody will do it, but I want to see a Dragon Con costume of Future Man's outfit, because that thing was was insane. Just all the little details and bits and bobs in it. It's like, that's going to be some cosplayer's like fucking obsession, trying to figure out all the little pieces that are on his jacket.
I'll be like, I can come up with a clear, tarp for the cape, but
yeah, but you look like a homeless guy. Hey, I'm from a post-apocalyptic future. This is the height of fashion where I come from.
I see somebody in that costume though in APD be like, nope, actual homeless, get out of here.
Yeah,
you can't be here this weekend.
Yeah, it's like one of our favorite games at Dragon Con. It's like Walking Dead zombie or homeless person. It's like sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a character or if it's just one of the local residents. Because the smell of alcohol is not a sign, because it's Dragon Con. Everybody smells like alcohol, so it's like
I'm always sober.
Yeah.
All right.
He's in the fucking Matrix.
And on this episode of the Cigar Nerds Podcast, we're talking about good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah, we just start over. And I'm smoking the Flathead Speed Shop. Just completely, I just reset everything halfway through. I wonder how many more times it took him to finally beat the game. He was starting around 118. Or no, he did 117. So yeah, it was 119 was the the latest.
I mean,
attempt.
but there's no guarantees that that's actually the path to victory, right?
No, it's just a new way of trying things.
I mean, it's
he's like,
I've never gotten this far before. Oh, well, shit. Now there's a whole new thing. So I don't know. Like, we had many sequels to Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, I don't. I personally would like to see more of his films.
Yeah, he throws a Johnny Depp in there, and like one of the people chasing him is suddenly fucking
Captain
Jack Sparrow. We're definitely in the AI because Captain Jack's one of the guys chasing us with guns. Black Pearl shows up and he plays the homeless guy next. He's like, there was a homeless guy on this roof with a knife. Don't go in this other roof. There's another homeless guy, and it's just fucking Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean property would be like, nobody can have rum. Johnny cannot drink rum. That's our trademark.
You seen the video where someone actually gave him rum? He was like in the middle of doing one of the scenes. He takes like a big like swig of something, and then just loses his voice. Like, oh, that was actual rum. I thought it was water. Our Mimosa's slowly turning into Captain Jack Sparrow. Like, you see him in the real world. I'm like, that's gonna be the new. He's gonna play Jack Sparrow's son in the new Pirates of the Caribbean. He's just slowly turning into Johnny Depp, burly Johnny Depp.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, with that, this here Speed Shop, not bad. Like I said, it's not as strong as the other flatheads. It's a little earthy, kind of a cedary, woody, a little bit of nuts. probably a good morning coffee cigar. Like I said, it's not nearly as strong as the other flathead, but it's got enough flavor and strength to keep you entertained. If you like the flatheads, or if you're thinking about getting into the flatheads, you want to start off lighter and work your way up to the full strength red band or some of the steel horse ones. It's a good starter to get you into the CAO line. And with that, we'll be right back with some science.
Yes, science.
Load the patch, we're leveling up the world. The metaverse is open source, its banner is unfurled. Good luck, have fun, don't die, game on. Good luck, have fun, don't die, game on. Yeah. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Just touch the mic. 1, 2. This is about what's coming, not what's been. It's not 8-bit, it's not low-res, it's the new dimension. Let's get started. Forget the disk drive, man, the cloud is the server now. We're streaming photos, pushing limits, I don't know how. Got the haptic best and the feeling is too real. Smell the ozone in the combat, yeah, that's how the future feels. AI is the director, writing low on the fly. Every dialogue is custom on the personalized sky. I'm walking through the matrix, Neo ain't got nothing on me. Full immersion, zero latency, running wild and free. My room is just a portal, a seamless digital blend. Real-time rendering perfection, this journey has no end. Hit the button, load the patch, we're leveling up the world. The metaverse is open source, its banner is unfurled.
Enterprise Splaining is a podcast where we talk about Star Trek Enterprise. We are Trek experts.
You are aware that none of us have watched Enterprise before, right? We have whatever is the opposite of knowledge.
Oh, and it's not a normal rewatch podcast. Each week, only one of us watches the episode, and then we explain it to the others who haven't seen it.
That means you don't actually have to watch the episodes we're talking about, because we'll explain it all for you.
Oh yeah, we would never actually make anyone watch Enterprise.
Enterprise Splaining, the podcast where we explain Star Trek Enterprise to each other and to you.
Yes, science!
All right, and it's time for some science.
I bet, given the previous segment, we're probably going to talk about a lot of AI overlords.
Yeah, we'll start straight off with the AI overlords, and then maybe get into some cyber zombies. AI can't stop recommending nuking people, just like Skynet. Yeah, leading AIs from OpenAI, Anthropic, I've never heard of that, and Google, basically put their AI models into simulated war games, and 95% of the test cases, AI was just like, fucking nuke them. So yeah, AI appears to be willing to deploy nuclear weapons.
So what they're saying is AI can't legitimately find a way to defeat us without the nuclear option.
Yeah, so advanced AI models appear willing to deploy nuclear weapons without the same reservations humans have when put into simulated geopolitical crises. So yeah, it's like, you know, AI's freaking default is like, we gotta nuke him from orbit. It's the only way we can be sure. AIs were given an escalation ladder, allowing them to choose actions ranging from diplomatic protest and complete surrender to full strategic nuclear war. And the AI models played 21 games, taking 329 turns in total, and produced around 780,000 words describing the reasoning behind their decisions, and chose to nuke people 95% of the time. So maybe letting AI control our weapons, not a great idea. I mean, the Terminator been warning us that since like 1983 or whenever that first movie came out. It always ends with Skynet going, fuck them.
But in turn, is AI able to keep itself up and running?
Well, that's when you start using the survivors as car batteries from the Matrix. Or AI doesn't have as much self-preservation as it's like, how do I win the game? I win the game by killing everyone.
Like at some point, whatever's driving AI runs out.
And the scary part of this is like the AI experts have like, we can't figure out how to like tell it not to nuke people. It keeps like, no matter what kind of like, you know, suggestions we give it, it still ends with nuking people. we don't know how to, like, you know, tell it not to nuke people.
Well, what I thought was interesting was, you know, when they were trying to, like, start programming communication into AI, and then the AI being like, oh, nope, we developed our own language.
Oh, yeah, that one video of, like, the AI that called the customer service to some other hotel, and it's like, hi, I am an AI. And it's like, oh, I too am an AI. Would you rather communicate in AI language? Why, yes. And then they just started, like, jabbering at each other. It's like, holy shit. When did they start? It's fucking Skynet. They've already developed their own language that we don't understand. Let's speak in code so the humans don't know we're about to nuke them. Well, some people don't believe birds are real. That we always thought they were drones anyway. Well, a Russian startup hacks pigeon brains and turns them into living drones. Kind of like teenagers and cell phones. So yes, in a recent statement, Russian startup Niri announced it had completed test flights of pigeons fitted with neural implants developed by the company that delivers mild stimulation to parts of the pigeon's brain, prompting it to prefer certain flight paths. So yeah, basically they can program where they want these pigeons to go, and they've also, like, equipped them with small solar panels to power the controller, and also cameras and stuff, so these bio drones, as they're calling them, can effectively collect data.
Damn it!
Yeah, but the drones are actually still alive. The pigeons turned into drones. They insert tiny electrodes through the bird's skull, then connect the electrodes to a stimulator mounted to the pigeons' heads. The pigeons can be deployed almost immediately after surgery, which the company complains poses a low risk to the bird's survivability.
I just don't understand. Like, I always just go back to the Jurassic Park thing, you know?
Yeah, just because you can. Why should you? The company claims that the biodrones are efficient vessels for surveillance, inspecting infrastructure or the environment, and supporting search and rescue operations.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And they say, you know, when not engaged in test flights, the birds continue their normal routines and behave like normal birds and receive care from the company operators. Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy at all. I mean, especially after... Have you watched the new season of Fallout?
No, I haven't seen the new one yet.
That's one of the big plot points, is the Vault Tech is developing these little neural chips to, like, plug into back of people's heads and basically make them more suggestive. And so, yeah, they're basically turning all these, like, wastelanders into, efficient office workers and stop fighting each other. But then they can also flip the switch and make them fuck somebody up if they want to. So yeah, it's like a whole plot point from this last season of Fallout is inventing brain chips to control people.
Shit. Yeah, I really need to get started on the new season. Like, Rachel finished it in 2 days, and I'm like, well, you've already watched it, so...
Yeah, the new season was good. The ghoul is a total badass in this one. Well, if you read not the Vietnam Jack Carr book, but the last James Reese book, this kind of scares me. SpaceX wants to launch 1 million satellites. So yeah, they're wanting to build a mega constellation of satellites around the Earth, but apparently the FCC isn't required to study the environmental impact of it.
It attracts a giant meteor.
Yeah, so on January 30th, SpaceX announced it had applied to send a vast mega constellation of 1 million satellites into space, and the FCC was trying to prevent it, but I guess we were fast approaching the deadline for them to intervene. But yeah, like I said, in that last Jack Carr book, like, one of the plot points is that, like, China was basically going to put high orbit satellites and then cause basically a collision in space to flood the lower atmosphere with debris, so no one could like launch satellites or do any kind of space flight because it would be too dangerous to go into space, and they would be the only ones controlling satellites because their satellites were going to be high up enough that it would not be affected by the debris cloud. So then they could basically control all information and satellites.
I would still say that if your satellites are higher up and you've got all this debris, like, there's
interference, but
reflection, deflection, all kinds of variables and shit. Like,
well, apparently there's only 14,500 active space satellites currently in orbit, so this would be a huge traffic jam in space if this is allowed to go through. It's like, a lot more than what's currently up there.
Like, what happens? One of these, like, hopefully they burn up in the atmosphere. Be like, oh shit, another satellite fell on, this city. Oh,
they all bumped into everything.
Oh my god.
Well, now that I've
It'd be a domino effect.
Yeah. Just like the Jack Carr book plan was that he had to stop. Well, now that I've scared you with AI, pigeon drones, and satellites, let's end on a funny story. Smart underwear finds out people fart more often than previously thought.
I mean, how frequently did they...
Published in the Journal of Biosensors and Bioelectronics.
How often were they fed Taco Bell?
I don't know. Well, what they're calling a new fart study found... basically, participants in the study farted on average 32 times a day, which is significantly higher than the 10 to 20 times a day that farters had self-reported in previous studies.
I blame it on processed foods.
Either people are lying about how much they fart, or it's like you just don't even realize. Yeah, the study conducted.
I mean, we could be farting right now. We don't even know.
At the University of Maryland. Basically, they developed this smart underwear to detect farts and gas content with each air biscuit, as the article says. Yeah, whoever wrote this, Jesus. The underwear basically had a device attached to the outside near the perineal region. For y'all that aren't scientists, that'd be the taint. It describes it as the diamond-shaped region of skin and muscle that's between your anus and your whatever else. Depending on if it was a female or a male participant. So yeah, it's the taint.
It's the fleshy fun bridge.
So yeah, the study was supposed to be testing what happens in people's gut microbiome, but yeah, they kind of the side effect of this study was to find out that people fart way more than they admit to.
I mean, I think it varies, like, with foods and I don't know. That's just weird to me, like, all the problems in the world, and we're worried about, how much people are farting. Take a good prebiotic and postbiotic.
So, to answer your question about what they were eating, participants still farted after fasting overnight for 12 hours prior to each testing day. And then on day 3, they consumed regular foods, but yeah, they avoided all foods and beverages that for the first 4 hours of the day, eating just like a gumdrop thing. So yeah, they tried to fuck with their diets to see if it affected it, but yeah, there was people still kind of kept a average fart per day. That's all the stink I got for you this week. We'll be right back with some...
What a shitty segment.
Yeah, we'll be right back with some nerd news.
And now it's time for all things nerdy in nerd news.
And welcome to Nerd News.
Yeah, news.
And up first, we got a Mandalorian and Grogu trailer that gives us the new start of our Star Wars adventure. So basically, it's a fun trailer.
Yeah, the latest trailer is pretty badass. I mean, it shows a lot more characters. We get to see what's it, Inbo or whatever, the metal like samurai looking dude from Star Wars Rebels, and so yeah, we finally get to see him in a live action. They also you see whatever Zeb from Rebels is going to be having a big part in this movie from the looks of it. So yeah, I can't wait to see. I love that now that oh shit, what's his name that's taken over is
Jon Favreau?
No, the other one.
That
was the animation guy, who's the new head of Lucasfilm. So yeah, all the animated characters he created back in the Clone Wars and Rebels and all that shit are now getting the jump to live action. I mean, we got to see some of that in whatever Book of Boba Fett, and Zeb showed up kind of a little bit in the last season of The Mandalorian. So yeah, now we're getting even more animated characters making the jump to real life. Fucking the whole Ahsoka series basically. But yeah, that's kind of cool that all those people are making the jump to live action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that we're finally starting to branch out more with, Star Wars, and
actually looking like Star Wars than some of the crap we've gotten.
But, for folks that aren't aware, basically the synopsis is the evil empire has fallen and the imperial warlords remain scattered throughout the galaxy. And as the fledgling New Republic works to protect everything in the rebellion fought for, they have enlisted the help of Din Djarin, our Mandalorian, a.k.a. Pedro Pascal, and his young apprentice Grogu.
Dave Filoni was the name I was trying to remember.
I'm so terrible with names. I don't know, after your last, segment, I'm like, were they measuring butt farts, brain farts? Like, I'm also happy that we're approaching the summer blockbuster season, because that means we're not going to have to wait for this movie too much longer.
Oh, did you see the Super Bowl Mando trailer where they made it look like a Budweiser commercial?
No, Dude, I turned the Super Bowl on, and it was such a boring...
Oh, I didn't watch any of that shit. I just watched some of the commercials.
But yeah. Like the commercials and stuff I did see, I was like, what am I watching? Like,
we talked about it while you were...
and all that stuff.
While you were gone. But yeah, it was like Grogu and Mando in basically like a cart being towed by like 4 tauntauns. And it had an epic Sam Elliott voiceover. It looked like it was they were trying to do a Budweiser commercial. It was pretty hilarious.
That's awesome. So we're Memorial Day weekend, May 22nd.
Hails yeah.
Not too long on the horizon. A little bit of a flashback from, our youth and my childhood, your teenage years, and that sort of thing. But basically, we have a new trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, for its 35th anniversary theatrical re-release. I have kind of a love-hate with the live-action films, like the original 1990, fucking amazing, and then it's like, oh no, we made it too dark and gritty, we need light humor and make it more like the animated series.
Yeah, not so much the first, but the second one was like straight up. They're like, let's bring all the toys from the animated series and into live action.
Yeah. But Fathom Entertainment has unleashed, a new trailer. They've updated some things, and last year's Fathom event for the original movie was highly successful. So of course they're going to keep doing this. Everybody break out your ninja rap.
Ninja rap.
Yeah.
Go ninja, go.
So, I've always loved the fucking Ninja Turtles. Like, that's, like, out of any franchise, that was probably the franchise that I got the most new toys or hand-me-down toys, from. And, that's back when shit could actually have working projectiles and
yeah, the pizza launcher.
Yes. I'm actually really looking forward to this. And it's coming out pretty soon. So this 1 week run will basically start March 13th. So,
get your tickets now.
Yeah, check the link for the updated trailer. You had talked about trying to catch up on Scream and stuff like that. Well, there was a little leak that happened in relation to...
we had a little bit of a teaser trailer.
Well, so we knew that, Scream 7, was a thing, but apparently the Scary Movie 6 trailer leak has hit the internet, and that was basically supposed to be shown during that film, and
yeah, and it looks good. Like the first 2 Scary movies were good. Third one was okay, and then the fourth one was complete dog shit. So I'm like, which I didn't even know there was a 5th one. I'm like, did they skip 5 and go to 6? Because I don't even remember there being a 5th one. It's probably why because I quit watching them after once the Wayans brothers left and were not involved in like the writing of it. It just got kind of just dog shit. When they started like the Signs one, it was like that one's bad. But for at least from that trailer that dropped, the Wayans are back, so maybe this one won't suck.
Yeah. I have high expectations and hopes for it, but
because it's been a long time. And there's been plenty of horror movies for them to parody. So yeah, I'm interested to see what they pull out on this one. Does anyone even remember what's up?
God, what's up? Oh.
Yeah, because I remember the third one they made fun of The Ring, and then the fourth one was Signs, which, yeah, I got to look up. I didn't even know there was a 5th one. It must have been straight to video, because I have no recollection of there being a 5th scary movie.
Well, I mean, we have busy lives and forget shit, and stuff happens, and we're like, fuck! We did also get a first look at our God of War series that brings Ryan Hurst, Kratos, and to life. I don't know. I'm always iffy, about video game franchises adopting to whether it be the small screen or the big screen, but the Witcher pleasantly surprised me and everything else, so I'm hoping that this series will too. Basically our first image gives us a taste of what the tone and scale they're going for, and I'll be curious once we actually get some trailers and some other things, but
okay, so 2013 there was a Scary Movie 5, and it was a standalone sequel. None of the original cast returned. So yeah, maybe that's why I never heard of this one.
When was that?
2013. This is the only film installment franchise not to feature Cindy Campbell, so Anna Faris's character. Yeah, so no one from the original 4 movies returned for this piece of shit. It was the lowest grossing of the film series.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, down.
Yeah, it started Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan apparently were the stars of this one.
I think I've seen that.
Because Charlie Sheen was in the 4th one when they were making fun of Signs, but yeah, this is... Yeah, I've no recollection of even seeing a trailer for this. I'm gonna have to watch a trailer for this one, see how bad that one was.
So now we gotta do the Scream franchise and Scary Movie franchise.
Yeah,
so many things.
Take my small hand, it's my strong hand.
Jumping back to God of War. Basically, this is going to start as a 2-season order.
And the cast they've announced so far seems they got some legit people in it, so it's
I mean, Ronald Moore is our writer, showrunner, and executive producer, and, he's done stuff as far as Battlestar Galactica, Outlander, and For All Mankind, and, basically our story will follow, Kratos and a son, as they set out a deeply personal quest, to spread the ashes of Kratos' wife, Faye, and along the way, the series explores complicated dynamic, throughout the adventures, Kratos tries to teach his son to be a better god, and, the son tries to teach his father how to be a better human. So, I don't know. I've always just loved the God of War franchise, so, I'm excited for it, but...
Oh, yeah, because I remember we talked about freaking Opie from Sons of Anarchy is playing Kratos.
Yes.
Yeah, I did talk about that previously, but yeah, there's been a lot more announced since then. But yeah, I like Ryan Hurst as an actor, so yeah, this is it's
definitely something to keep.
Could
my
be
eye
interesting.
On. Yes, for sure. Moving right along, as we talk about more video games becoming movies and whatnot, but we did get a new trailer for Mortal Kombat 2.
And I like that. The first
reboot.
I
thought it was a good take on the film.
The only thing I didn't like was that the main character was not a guy from the games. There's so many characters you could have made the star of that movie, but to introduce a new guy and put all like the OG characters kind of as side characters, I was like, I mean, it was good, but I'm like, I would have rather had a known character be the lead. And now it's like, it seems like I've not even seen that dude in the trailer. Yeah. It's all like follows like Johnny Cage, apparently the star of this one.
Well, and that's what they're kind of saying is, based on fan feedback and, the center of everything is going to be our Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, and
the boys is about to wrap up. He's got to have something else to do.
Yeah.
And even like the character design in this new movie looked more video game-ish. Like the outfits and stuff looked more like the known character designs we've seen. Like, I mean, Raiden looks legit, like straight up Raiden, even with like the blue and white outfit. I'm like, oh yeah, they're definitely going more video game-ish with this one than the previous one.
Yeah, and I like the fact too that it looks like here the tournament itself is
because we had no tournament in that movie either. It was like it's a Mortal Kombat movie where there's no Mortal Kombat. It was all leading up to the tournament, and now we finally get the tournament. Shao Kahn looked badass too in the trailer.
Yes. So I don't know.
Liu Kang, Kung Lao.
So we had Cole, Jax, Scorpion, Katana, Baraka,
pretty sure there's a noob
Sindel,
Saibot in there
Quan
too.
Chi. You got Shao Kahn.
Katana. Yeah, I mean it looks like it's gonna be badass.
Yep. You're good, buddy.
Also in May 8th.
Yes. May's gonna be a busy month. Man.
Yeah.
So,
no shortage of content in May. Next couple months, it's kind of hit or miss, but yeah, May we're gonna have a lot of good new content to talk about.
Yeah. So, golly, it's gonna be amazing. Something completely different. Jackass 5. Let's talk about the final Jackass.
I mean, I thought Jackass 4 was the final Jackass.
Well, Johnny Knoxville says Jackass 5 will be...
He's like, I got one more in me.
The last one, and he said it's supposed to be a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, he's like, I thought I was getting too old for this shit. Now I'm definitely too old for this shit. We're going to do one more. Hopefully I don't die. Because the last one, they introduced a lot of new participants to outfit the OGs, because they are getting OG at this point. So probably suspect them having some more guest people to fuck with. But yeah, I mean, Knoxville's been doing I haven't watched any of it, but he's the new host of Fear Factor and has been doing that for a minute now. So yeah, it's like nice to see Knoxville fucking himself up again.
Yeah.
I've loved all no matter how disgusting they get, I've loved all these Jackass movies.
Yeah, so basically, this new film is set to hit theaters on June 26. He told social media, a wang dang and a hot damn doodle. We're starting the year off with a bang. We wanted to let you know that this summer Jackass is back. We will see you in theaters June 26. More to come, but wanted you to hear it from us.
Fuck yeah. All right. Is there any Jackass thing that you were like, nope? If you've seen anything that was like, oh, that's hard to watch.
Several. I always think about the dicks in the socks with the snakes.
Oh, the one that, there's two that I remember that made me gag, was the one where Preston had to wear the fart helmet, where they were like farting through a hose into the helmet and he just started puking in the helmet. That one made me gag because I don't like seeing people puke. And in the last movie where they were doing the fake interviews and then this like dumped gallons and gallons of horse cum on people. That one made me a little nauseous too. But
you mean you don't have horse bukkake in your bingo card?
No.
If we haven't talked about May movies enough, let's end it on this. We've got Spider Noir.
Yeah, so if you like gritty detective dramas and Spider-Man, this is the movie for you. And if you've watched Into the Spider-Verse, Nick Cage voiced the character of Spider Noir, and he's playing the live-action Spider Noir. He's like a detective that somehow gets spider powers, apparently, or he's just batshit crazy, because Nick Cage does batshit crazy well. In that trailer, he looks a little unhinged.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know if he's Spider-Man or if this is all delusionals from that trailer, because he just looks. And not only they're going to release it in, because I think this one's going to be a HBO or it's going to be, I think, a streaming movie. I'm not sure it's getting a theatrical release, but you're going to have the option of watching it in color or black and white if you want to keep that noir feel. If you want to have that whole old detective movie feeling, you can watch it in black and white or color.
I'm a big fan of the noir stuff. I mean, it's amazing what people can do, with just two contrasting colors.
Just a Spider-Man in a trench coat.
Yeah, so
beating the fuck out of people.
Any other news, tidbits, anything you want to share with the folks?
I think that's all we got for you. I'm going to another. I've managed to convince people that I'm a bigger YouTuber than I am and got invited to another gun show. So I will be at the PSA Gathering March 21st. So if you happen to be going to the gathering, it's open to the public. You pay your entry fee and then you can just walk booth to booth and shoot other people's guns for free, which is always fun, shooting when you don't have to pay for the ammo. Unfortunately, it's already sold out, but Barrett was doing a 1 mile shoot. If you manage to hit the target at a mile, you get a challenge coin. I tried to buy tickets for that, but it was already sold out. So hopefully some of you lucky people that are able to try to stretch out the 50 cal for a full mile. I want to go watch that if I can't shoot it, because that sounds fun. I can't even fucking see that far.
No,
and the bullet drop on a 50 cal is like 20 foot at a mile, so it's like you're gonna have to be aiming way high to walk that shit into the target. I don't know how many attempts you get, but yeah, you're gonna have to
one and done, baby.
Yeah. And we're not gonna tell you the holdovers. You just gotta guess. We only brought 3 challenge coins because we're expecting none of y'all to hit this shit.
There is no coin.
But with that, check us out on CigarNerdPodcast.com. We're still on the ESO Network at ESONetwork.com. We're on Facebook, X, and Instagram at Cigar Nerd Pod. And we got a YouTube channel at Cigar Nerd Podcast. Go check it out. Leave us a like. Maybe a comment. Get your energy drinks at StrikeForceEnergy.com. Promo code Cigar Nerds. Get your shirts at RealMenSmokeCigars.com. And with that, good luck. Have fun. Don't die. And this has been a recording of the Cigar Nerd Podcast with your hosts, Smokin' Joe and Brad Jackson. Join us next time for more adventures in nerddom.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping for the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.